back to our channel. It's been a long time since we've made a video.
It has. There's a lot going on.
I've been sick. She's been sick. We've been working. And this one probably isn't going to be very long. Because we have other stuff to do today.
But we kind of wanted to let you guys know we were still here.
Yeah. And go over a case. This case is still happening. So we don't have, like, the end result yet. They're going to court later this year, I think.
I mean, it's a fairly recent.
Yeah, it just happened. And so this isn't actually, like, I guess, foster care. It is, but he went to live with family. Like, he was pulled from his home and went to live with family. It
was a court case. There were caseworkers involved, but he went to live with a family member.
Well, it was him and his sibling. So,
right.
So we're just gonna jump right in and see what we can get going. Okay, this case is on Ethan Hauschultz. I'm pretty sure we're saying that correctly. Could be wrong. It's just the way it's spelled. This happened in Manitowoc, right? Manitowoc County in Newton, Wisconsin. This is... Sorry, our dogs are always in these videos. This is Melissa's dog, my wife's dog.
They love us.
Padme, she just laid down. They do love us. Okay, so they were just the family was just recently charged, I want to say last month, so February.
Yeah, that's, I'm pretty sure.
So, Ethan and his siblings were placed with this family, his family, 2017. They were taken from their mother due to neglect, and I think they also had physical abuse charges. I think.
I believe that's right.
We read through the case file, which I have on my computer, but I didn't bring that out here. They were taken multiple times from their mother for their mother had abuse charges and neglect charges, and then her boyfriend at one point had abuse charges against the children. Now, Ethan had a twin brother. They have not, at this point, released the sibling names. We do know that they had siblings. He had his twin brother and a sister, I want to say, that were with him at this house. But he had another sister that was with another family member.
Oh, okay.
They didn't take her in. Sorry, our notes are kind of all over the place. The family that they went to, they were listed as Ethan's great uncle and his wife, and then they had two boys, so they're cousins. The great uncle is Timothy. Hauschultz, yeah, that's it. And his wife is Tina McKeever Hauschultz. And then the son that's involved in this was 15-year-old Damien Hauschultz. This was Ethan's cousin. Now, they have said, the kids have said that they were punished quite frequently in this home.
For not learning Bible verses, right?
Yes, they had to learn Bible verses, and when they didn't learn the Bible verses, they said that Timothy and Tina Hauschultz would make them walk laps around the yard, carrying heavy logs that Timothy would pick out for them.
Timothy?
Yeah, Timothy picked them out, the great uncle. Would pick out these heavy logs, and they would have to carry them around the yard doing laps they were allowed to put down the log for a 5-second rest in between each lap. And they had to do that for 2 hours a day, every day. Now, at this point, when this happened, they were doing it every day for not learning their Bible verses.
And they had been going for a week.
They had been going for a week. So, Timothy put Damien in charge of Ethan's punishment this day. This was April 20th of 2018. He was supposed to be carrying the log, which was the typical punishment.
Right, but keep in mind, 7-year-old boy is a 44-pound log.
Yeah, Ethan was 7 years old. Damien was 15. So Ethan was carrying the log, and Damien was getting angry because I guess he felt angry anyways with these children being put in their home. He said in his police interview that he was very hostile towards the children because once the children entered their home, he felt like they were in a prison. They didn't get to do fun things anymore. So, yes, it was difficult as a teenager with that major life change, but that's no excuse for what happened. So the punishment was for Ethan to carry a heavy wooden log weighing 2/3 his body weight. He weighed 60 pounds. So this log weighed 2/3 of 60 pounds. So he was doing this, and he had been doing this for about an hour and a half. And Damien started to hit and kick and poke Ethan repeatedly. He shoved Ethan to the ground at one point, and he rolled the heavy log across Ethan's chest. Now that right there did a lot of damage to Ethan. But now this was in April, and it was in Wisconsin, so they had snow.
Right.
So at this point, Damien stood on Ethan's body and head while Ethan was face down in a puddle of snow. And then he buried Ethan completely in snow.
He called it his little snow coffin.
Yeah, he actually called it a little snow coffin. He ultimately was buried under how much was it? They had said at one point, that's a different case. They said at one point how much snow he was buried under, and I don't know if I wrote it down in my notes.
I know I didn't. I didn't have a weight on it.
I want to say at one point they said like 8 feet, but that can't be right.
No.
Like that can't be right. But he did bury him completely in the snow. So Ethan was taken to the hospital on April 20th. He was unresponsive and had extremely low body temperature, multiple bruises and injuries.
He had blunt force trauma to the head.
Yes.
To his abdomen, chest, a fractured rib.
He had hypothermia.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he had so many injuries. So, despite their life-saving measures, Ethan died that evening at the hospital. They are holding Timothy and Tina accountable as well.
Yes. I actually have the charges that they started out with.
If you want to go over the charges.
They got Timothy with felony murder and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. They got Tina with failure to prevent bodily harm and contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
Well, hers was basically she saw what was happening, she knew what was happening, and she didn't stop it. She didn't say anything to anybody, and that, I mean, and that makes you liable for the death.
Absolutely. See something, say something. That's,
yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And Damien, the 15-year-old, they got him. I didn't actually get a full list. They got him with first-degree reckless homicide. And 6 other charges, it says, and they said he would be charged as an adult.
So that's pretty much all of the information that we have at this point in time. Like I said, there wasn't that much to gather because
it's an ongoing case.
Yeah, they were just arrested for this. And I mean, it happened in April of 2018, and they were just arrested in February, which I don't feel like with what little we have, that's enough to arrest somebody in the beginning.
I mean, Damien basically admitted these things.
Right.
Even if it is the 15-year-old, he admitted that all of this had been going on. He admitted that he was angry about having the children there and that he did these things to Ethan. Correct?
Right. Yes. He admitted it. He had his excuses. He said that he felt like he was in a prison, but his excuses don't matter,
right?
Because of the end result. I mean, a 7-year-old child died
exactly
because he felt like he was in a prison,
right? It doesn't matter. I mean, to me, at 15, you're old enough to know the difference between right and wrong.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, that would be like, you're a 14-year-old, and I'm putting her in the same boat. You're a 14-year-old doing something to our 8-year-old niece.
Right.
And saying it was just because she was so angry.
Yeah.
It wouldn't excuse it at all.
No,
not at
definitely.
all. They're at that age where they know the difference between right and wrong. They know what they should and shouldn't do.
Yeah. I'm sorry that it's a short video and this is all we have. We will be doing an update.
Absolutely. Once the court comes back.
As soon as, news is released. As soon as the rest of the story is released, then we will get you an update on everything. And we will be doing another video soon.
Yes.
We're trying to get more consistent, but then everything goes crazy.
Exactly. We both just had a lot going on.
We actually were going to do this video last week.
Yeah.
And we were both sick, and it was snowing, and we just really didn't feel like
winter is not at all good for us.
No.
As it warms up, I think we'll get better.
Yeah.
With everything.
Yeah.
But with both of us having fibromyalgia.
Yeah, the cold is just not good for either one of us.
Not our friend at all.
But I am going to start the vlog. So we will be back on here. I'm sorry again that it's a very short video, but we wanted to at least get something out there back on our channel because things have just been crazy. And it's been, I think, like 3 weeks since we taped.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. But we will be back soon.
We've been bad.
It may just be a little bit of a goofy video.
Yeah, we tend to do that.
If we get in one of those moods,
Which is daily.
Yeah. Not lately, though. We actually went, like, almost a week without even talking. We were so busy.
I know.
It was crazy.
And then
we never do that.
I messaged you and I'm like, I miss you.
Yeah. We never do that. Like, we talk every single day. Even if it's just texting or, whatever. And she, we went almost a week because she was working and I was working and we were both sick and we just did not talk.
It was a whole thing.
It was a whole thing.
Not half a thing.
A whole thing.
It was a whole thing.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's our update and our case. And I hate that we even have to do a video about a 7-year-old.
I know. This is, I think that maybe, and I don't know, it's not really going to be any better, but I'm feeling like maybe we should do a nursing home abuse story.
Yeah.
For our next case.
Which, no, those aren't any better.
They're not any better, but, like, and while, yes, dealing with elderly people being abused is also extremely depressing, I am getting beyond burnout listening and talking about babies being abused and murdered, and it's...
I do already have another case.
Get there. Sorry.
I do already have another case that I've started kind of looking into, and it may be a later thing because it's recent as well, so there's not a lot of information. It's a 2-year-old little boy, but that'll be a later case because, like I said, it's recent and they're not, giving out a lot of the information right now. But that will be one of the videos coming, and we will look into an elderly abuse case, nursing home abuse. I'm sure there's plenty of those, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I mean, y'all just have to excuse us when we do our goofy videos. I think we just need to intersperse a little bit of fun with all of this serious, depressing.
Yeah, you can get pretty depressed going through all these cases and, looking into all the details. It gets really depressing where all you want to do is lay in bed and cry because it's horrible. The things that happen to these children, and it's all unwarranted. Like, there's no reason that children should be treated this way ever.
There's not.
So it gets depressing. So we try to throw a little bit of fun in there, but it's just us being goofy. So I guess we will see you guys hopefully next week.
Yeah.
Subscribe, hit the button, smash that button down below.
Smash it?
Yeah, smash it. Smash that button.
Okay.
Subscribe, like the video, share it with all of your friends. And we will see you guys next week.
Later.
Bye.